A lot of the questions focus on curriculum. You know, again, what can we do to preserve Black history in the current curriculums? What are we doing to prepare kids to work with and around AI? Certainly the disparities that come from large school districts and what they're able to offer in terms of services and programs compared to some of the rural districts. To me, that's directly within the basket for what you guys would be driving. What are your thoughts on that, and what would you like to see?
Well, this actually is part of my vision as far as redoing our curriculum, because the traditional way is not working. We see that. We're not preparing students. That's why I want to create that pathway to opportunity instead of that pipeline to prison. And it's pipeline to prison because they don't know what's out there for them. And we haven't shown them that. So by giving them career exploration in elementary school, in middle school, providing these pathways, connecting it to your core math, English, because one of the things that I've heard is with STEM, people are afraid of, implementing the STEM school because they feel like it'll just be hyper-focused on one thing, and the liberal arts and all or the English, math, all of the core things will fall to the side. But that's the furthest from the truth. STEM and STEAM actually provide that critical thinking that students need. And so part of my vision is to make sure every student in every district has access to a STEAM or STEM school. That way they can start having hands-on, real-world experiences in school, and they can also take control of their learning. Because a lot of the things that I've seen as an instructional coach, as a district coordinator, it's a lot of sit and get. Students are still in rows, they're still listening to a teacher at the front of the room, teacher's still carrying the heavy load, when they shouldn't be. With all the technology, all the AI, and the one thing with AI is, I know there's a lot of fear. You might think, oh, the students are cheating and all that, but there are great ways we can use AI to support the classroom. And one of the things that I want to use AI for in the classroom, it's called SIBME. I went to this, it was a conference it was like in the PD area, but with SIBME, you put in, what metrics you want to see. Like if you're a teacher, I want to improve on such and such. You put that in SIBME. SIBME actually will monitor you as you're teaching, right? And then it'll print out a report. And from this report, it tells the teacher, you can work on this, work on that. And that takes the human out of it. And that helps build up the teacher. And what I want to use that for is now the teacher is in control of creating their own professional development pathway. Instead of telling teachers what they need to go to professional development for, they have this report. They are in control of how they want to improve as professionals. So that's how I would use, just one example of how I would use AI to help us improve public schools. But the major thing for me, my vision, is reimagining how we do school, to make the kids have more control of their learning, and to, again, create these pathways for them where it sets them up for success after they get out of school, whether they want to go to college, whether they want to go into the military or go into the workforce. So.